morning. Happy weekend. It's early. It's like 6 a.m.-ish, a little later now. I'm enjoying my few minutes, hopefully like an hour more of free time before the whole family's awake. It is hopefully going to be a beautiful day. We have the first farmers market of the year, which I'm really excited about. And in the neighborhood where the farmers market happens, specifically we're going to the Burlington farmers market this weekend, which is actually not where we go all season. We usually go to the Shelburne farmers market more often, but the Burlington farmers market is like just a classic, awesome experience, kind of in a big field, basically on the waterfront. So it's always fun. We have to go a handful of times a year. And it'll be really interesting to see if there's any new vendors or people who maybe weren't at the market but we are familiar with. Like, it's always fun. And in that neighborhood there are a bunch of kind of artist studios, and increasingly there's some kind of retail small businesses popping up. So one of my favorite boutiques, Kish, is having what they're calling kind of a Kish and Friends yard sale. So I'm excited to check out their new location. They moved probably about a month ago and I haven't seen their new spot yet. And I am in desperate need of some clothes that fit me and are nursing friendly for warmer weather. We're leaving for Savannah on Wednesday or Tuesday. So if I don't find anything today, I probably won't find anything at this point, and I'll just make do with the nothing that I have. And so yeah, Kish and Friends yard sale, and then I think Project Object Vintage, which I've also enjoyed and shopped at in the past, is also having sidewalk sale kind of thing. So lots to check out today. Very excited. And you know, because it's Mother's Day weekend, I'm like, cool, I can spend the whole day shopping, right? That's my gift. So we'll see. I'm excited for, you know, the nice weather weekend routines to start kicking into gear. Yesterday was unexpectedly a day where we had both kids home. My daughter's classroom was closed, so the day did not go to plan. This room is still a little messy from yesterday, so I'm just gonna spend a few minutes tidying all of this up, and then gonna sit at my computer and do some things until I can't anymore. I just finished tidying. Just one quick note here. If you are a mom or a parent of any kind, who finds yourself feeling like overwhelmed by housework or like struggling to keep up with it, I encourage you to think about what you can do while your kids are awake. Because, for example, I just tidied to kind of reset the floor space, right? I like folded some blankets. I kind of made sure the toys were kind of put away, or at least like not in a heap. I didn't put away the clean dishes. Usually every morning we put away the clean dishes. We will absolutely still do that this morning, but I can do that while my daughter's playing or while they're eating breakfast or whatever the case may be. I can't really clean up and reset the toys while she's playing because she will inevitably just kind of create the mess right next to me as I'm going. So I won't get that same sense of satisfaction of like a fresh, clean slate. The dishes are like less of an ordeal. I did put some clothes in the dryer because I will forget if I don't just do it while I think about it, right? But like that's another example of something I could do easily while she's awake. So I would highly suggest kind of prioritizing your time wisely. What are the things that kind of have to happen, whether just for your sanity or because it's a lot easier, whatever the case may be, while you have those moments alone? And what are the things that you could do alongside your children that, you know, are better suited to save for those moments? Quick recap to show you what I found at the Kish and Friends yard sale, which was absolutely wonderful. They had a ton of people out in kind of the parking lot area. I was there with my sister-in-law and my son wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. So it was quite the challenge. My sister-in-law was kindly trying to keep him calm while I was able to get some shopping, but definitely the stress of the moment got to me a little bit. So I bought 3 things. First was these fry flats, which are in great condition. The person I bought them from said she'd only worn them a few times, which I think is probably a lie because the wear on the toe, maybe they got wet or something, but there's definitely some wear there. But the insides, I mean, yeah, look, it's like rolling away. So I think they were worn more than she said. And honestly, they're slightly too big on me. So I do regret that, but I think I got them for like $15, so I can consign them and probably make my money back, honestly. This I've worn a ton and I absolutely love. This is a Madewell, probably like a linen blend or a cotton. I'll look. And it's exactly what I was looking for. It's like a midi dress, easy to nurse in, light and breezy for the summer. Love the color and it fits great. So this was an awesome find and made everything else worth it, because honestly the price I paid for all 3 things, probably like $60-ish, I would have happily paid for this and I've gotten my money's worth out of it already. This is a Uniqlo button up. I don't dislike this, but it just doesn't fit me great. As you can see, I've washed it but not worn it yet. It's still quite wrinkled because it's just been hanging now. It has pockets, but like they kind of bunch up. You can kind of tell they're like not really flattering. And this arm really never does me any kind of favors. So I got it knowing it wasn't going to be great, but thinking it would like kind of be good enough to like help me through the spring and summer while nursing. And I regret it. I haven't worn it a single time, but again, I will probably just straight consign it from here and hope to get some money for it. Whatever I get will be fine because I'm happy with the overall purchase of this, which made the whole day worth it. And I mean, a setting like that where you can't try things on, and especially with a crying baby, and it was pretty crowded, it was hot, but like the morning started, it was like not the best environment or the best circumstances for shopping. So overall, I'm quite happy with where I landed because I got this, and this has been so great, and the rest was just a risk worth taking. Monday. This weekend was Mother's Day, but it's a little rougher in my house. My daughter's classroom was closed unexpectedly on Friday, so we had 3 days of toddler weekend, which was fine other than the fact that my husband ended up sick on Saturday and I ended up sick on Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to me. The house got a little on top of us. There are things that I meant to do on Friday that still haven't been done, like laundry to fold and stuff. And we are leaving for a week tomorrow afternoon. So it is now, I don't know, 9:30-ish, and I had a chance to shower already, which was wonderful. That felt like the first priority, and I was glad to get that in already. And I've just been kind of tidying up a little bit. As you can see, my son is here in the carrier, and he is not in the best of moods this morning, but vacuuming was a hit, so we've gotten vacuuming done in a lot of the house. I picked up my daughter's room, which was necessary. And I've started making a pile of things that I expect to need to pack. I don't really think I can do much more packing until I get all the laundry folded, and I've got another big load going right now, but that's more my clothes anyway. And so yeah, I've got to pack for the 2 kids, pack for myself, think about what else we need to do around the house to kind of get it as clean as possible before we hit the road or the air. We're flying down there. We're heading to Georgia for a week, so 2 kids on a plane for the first time, but this is also the first time my daughter has her own seat. She's flown a handful of times and generally it's okay, but I'm excited for her to have her own seat. I think that'll give us all a little bit more space, and I cannot imagine if we had 2 kids on our laps. So I'm hoping he does well in the carrier and just kind of sleeps for the most part, and she is excited to have her own seat and just like watches Miss Rachel or something. Unfortunately, tomorrow's flights they kind of start at dinner time around 5, and I don't think we really get in until around 10, which is obviously quite late, and my daughter probably won't sleep, so that will be interesting for us all. And on the way home, we have a really early start, so interesting timing all around. I will have to think a little bit about how to pack in terms of toys and things to occupy her, but we're gonna try to travel as light as we can. So I'll show you what I do and I'll report back and tell you if it worked. Okay, see you soon.